Hey guys, so if you were like me and you want to um, know how to, well, like it says there, design, develop, and deploy multi-agent systems. If you're thinking about, maybe pivoting in your job, it's all AI these days, guys. So, you know, I I want to I wanted to learn about multi-agent, how to create them, how to, uh, yeah, get them going, how to manage them, etc. Okay, now, but I thought, wow, where do you even start? So I think this is a great little course. I mean, I completed, and it says there, 2 weeks to complete 10 hours a day, 4 modules. Now I think I'd completed it well within my 2 weeks. You do have, I think I'm right in, if I remember rightly, you do have six months to complete it. You'll do it in 6 months, even if you've got working three jobs and you've got three families. Um, uh, yeah, even if you're working as a multi-agent yourself. Okay, so yeah, and it's what? It's wow, 40, wow, what is it? I think it was $45. So $45, where else can you get a course for this for $45? Now the instructor is Joe Moray. I hope I said that right. Um, Awesome, passionate. He's passionate about what he does. You can tell he's, he obviously, he's the founder of the company, so he knows what he's going on about. But as I say, I won't make this a long video because um, but I found it a great course. Now, what you can do, guys, what I'm planning on do once you've done this course, okay, here's CrewAI. You make an account and then log in, and here it is here. And I've sort of got got a one I'm doing, creating, just, with my own bet. I'm interested in identity access management, especially with Azure. So I'm trying to create some agents to solve some identity and access management issues there. Um, but what you can do, guys, so once you, I do, what I'm going to do is I do this course, I get the basics. Is there a learning curve, especially if you're a beginner? I'm pretty much beginner with all this stuff. I do know a bit about cybersecurity, been studying cybersecurity for about 3 years now. But yes, you can do it from scratch. Now, well, if you need help, uh, you know, I'm not. They say, when you do the what do you call it? When you do the labs in here, um, they say not to use, I think it's more to do with don't use copy, plagiarism, etc. If you people, don't quote me on this, and I'm certainly not saying go ahead and do it by any means. I'd probably say have a look at the instructions and all that. Read the instructions, what you can do and what you can't do. Um, but if you have to, once or twice, you use AI to, to learn your way around, but I'm not saying to do that because I'm not positive. Go and check it out, check this course out before you do that. So I'm not condoning that at all, okay, using AI to do this course, okay. um Now, like I say, here's the actual. Now what I should have done is, it's pretty awesome once you get something running, you get the code. Now also, guys, don't panic if you don't know coding, because you can also do, well, vibe coding or no code. Okay, you can do no code with this. And Crew Studio, let's go to this Crew Studio. So there you go, now, guys, look there, and there's my live. um build AI powered automations. Just put your whatever you want in there, guys. You don't even need to know coding. Just put, whatever, I want to learn, I want to, what do you want? I want to deploy agents to do me a calendar and schedule and, upload or download, put stuff onto my Excel sheets, whatever, guys, whatever, it's endless. Okay, and then you put that in there, hit run, and then you'll see them popping up, little square boxes, and then that little square box which represents an AI at work, that'll be connected to another another box will pop up, connected. That's another different agent doing such and such job. Okay, so just come in here, play around. It's all free. Now, what I would say, the only thing I would say with doing this course, guys, is they say to practice, but what I noticed with this course, and I might have missed something because I did this course, pretty fast. What I noticed was when you in the lab and they say, play around in the lab, you know, you you work out what they want, you do that, and then you do the basic, you run all you get what's called cells, which is just, they'll have exercise 1, that's in a box, sort of a box. So you go up to the top left hand corner and you hit the run button, which is like a sideways little triangle. Hit the run button for each, what they call cells, but they're like boxes with the codes in. Right, make sure you start at the top, if it's got code. And okay, so say there's 8 different exercises, 8 cells, what they call boxes, with the codes in and instructions. Make sure you run each cell sequentially, starting from the top. If there's no code or whatever, you'll work it out. But if there's no code, you don't need to run it. But so make sure you do that. Now, like I said, what I did notice was you can run out. I ran out of what do you call it? Because the AI, you only get so many credits type thing if you're aware of 2 credits. And there's, I don't know if you're aware, but there's rate limits. I mean, you can't just deploy agents and they go on and on and on and on researching forever, which my agents in one lab I did it, just the agents just went on and on and on, and I said, oh my god. So I got them to summarize, and even in the summarizing went on and on and on, and so I sort of blew the limits of my quota of what I suppose how many API use, they call it rate limits, the quota of um how much storage you can do, I suppose. But yeah, so beware of that. If you are going to play around, beware that there'll be you can't have the agents doing humongous research, because it'll just blow the lab out. Not a bad way. It'll just say, you've overused your limit of what the AI's how much the credits are allowed to use. That's explaining it the easy way. But another thing is, if you're an absolute beginner, don't be put off, guys. Okay, I'm pretty much, especially with these AIs. I think I did the Microsoft AI fundamentals, which was, I think those, to be honest, I think some of those Microsoft fundamentals are a bit too easy. And if you, as soon as you move up to like associate level, you sort of get blown away by the difference between the fundamentals and the associate. So, but anyway, we're getting a bit off track. Now, this was fun, guys. It's fun. Now, also the labs will be in a thing called Jupyter Notebook. So, if you don't know about Jupyter Notebook, which I didn't, yeah, So it's pretty big learning curve, but I still did it, managed to do it, guys. I've never used Jupyter Notebook before I did this course. And once again, I asked Copilot, I think it was, how do I use Jupyter Notebook? And so then Copilot told me how to find my way around Jupyter Notebook. And you're going to have to do that, if you want to get through the course. But yeah, there you go, guys. Now, just put in comments if you do this course and tell me what you thought. I thought it was it's a great little course. And oh yeah, I was just going to say what I've planned to do, guys, is okay. I've done this course. Okay, so I know the basics of what to do in here, blah blah blah, and Jupyter notebooks and etc. Um, what I what I plan to do, because that's what all I wanted to do was the basics, the foundation. How do you get these? How do you turn these unemployed agents into fully employed? I, so now that I know the basics, I want to, like I said, I'm going to go back to Copilot, something like that, and sort out some. I create the ideas, of identity and access management issues that sort of plaguing big problems. So what I'm going to do, currently in cybersecurity world regarding identity and access management, I'm going to go back to, because you don't want to just do this and then forget everything. So what I'm going to do is go back to Copilot and I'm going to say what I wanted to do, and I'll do projects from there. And I want to do at least 5 to 10 projects. I'm busy doing heaps of other stuff, so yep, but this is one of the priorities. Um, and do 5 to 10 projects using CrewAI to provide a solution for identity and access problems that are current in the field at the moment. So that's what I'm going to do. And you can do, obviously whatever you can use. I mean, the other thing is you can do this to create businesses, and it's endless potential anyway, guys. And if you're thinking about, if you've got a job, if you want to pivot to another job, and everything's AI these days, guys, this is definitely the course to do. $45, and yeah, hold on. Okay, 2 weeks to flexible schedule, beginner level. There you go, beginner level. What does it say here? Recommended experience, probably. What does that say? Basic understanding of Python. Yep. Some familiarity with large language models, concepts is helpful but not required. Yep, I think that's about right. It's, is it going to be challenging for complete beginner? Yes. But don't let that stop you. What you'll learn, here you go. Guardrails, hooks. What I also loved about this, because I'm into cybersecurity myself, they do put things like guardrails, which is security, so the AI can't cause problems, basically, except do too much research and sort of blow your lab out because they're doing endless research. So watch out for that. And you get a certificate, 4 modules. Foundations of AI, working with AI, managing systems, applying AI in business. So there you go, guys. Have a go. $45. What's that these days? Cup of coffee and a cake. So forget about the cup of coffee and a cake today, and have a go at this course. Let me know in the comments what do you think of the course, whether you completed it, how you're using it, what you're going to do with it. You can't go wrong with something like I put this. I mean, I'm not really into like gatekeeping and what certificate is the best and blah blah blah. I just put this straight onto my resume and come what may, guys. because if someone sees this, it's got to be better than not having anything with AI. If you wanted to, guys, you could try those Microsoft AI foundations. I found them pretty basic, pretty easy, but I don't, you know, everybody's different. What I find easy, some people might find more difficult. So, don't take that with a pinch of salt, sort of thing. Okay, guys, see you in the next one.